Hello there. Thank you for taking a moment to watch this video, and on this specific video, I've got some great news for you. If you are using the Sugar CRM to manage, organize, and follow up with your contacts or prospects, thanks to the efforts to Jeff over at Amazia, you can now launch a PhoneBurner power dialing session directly from the Sugar CRM, allowing you and your team to power through your calls at a rate of up to 80 dials an hour. And all of this is done without losing that personal touch of you being live on the line when the prospect answers the phone. So there's no pause, no delay, or no awkward silence. But what does this integration look like once you've got it enabled? It is super simple. Once you've identified the specific list of contacts that you want to call, go ahead and select those contacts, either all of the contacts in the view or the individual contacts by selecting the checkboxes. Once you've got them selected, click on the little menu here and you'll see a Begin PhoneBurner Session button. Now keep in mind there is a little bit of setup that you have to do to get to this point, but once you've got that setup done, you can go ahead and start your dial session, and now those contacts, in this particular case the 20 contacts that I selected, are now queued up and ready for me to start calling. I can choose a script if I want to have a script up on the screen while I'm making calls. I can choose my dialing and live answer sets. These are the buttons that I'm going to be able to click on as I'm going from one call to the next. A lot of automation can also be tied to those dispositions. I can choose a voicemail recording if I want to drop a pre-recorded voicemail as I'm making calls. And then of course I can choose the caller ID that will be displayed as I'm making these calls to those prospects. And you can bring your own caller ID. So if you want to display your cell phone, not a problem. You just need to verify that number on our system to activate it as a caller ID. Now let's go ahead and continue, and we're going to get connected to the system. Now with PhoneBurner, there's several ways to get connected to the system. You can dial in using your home phone, your office phone, your mobile phone, really any phone that you want to, you can dial into the system to get connected. But if you'd also like to use a headset plugged into your computer, we have that option available as well. Once you're connected, just hit that Start Dialing button, and the system is going to start powering through your calls one right after the other. Now remember, you're going to be live on the line, so you're going to be able to hear everything that's happening. So if it goes to voicemail, you click that voicemail button, and the system will hang on the line, wait for the beep, and play your pre-recorded message, all while you move on to the next call. Let me show you how that works one more time. Here I called Randolph, went to voicemail, I click that voicemail button, and I'm off to the next call. Now let's say they answer the phone. If they answer the phone live, there's no pause, no delay, no awkward silence. You just start talking to them, and at some point during that call, you're going to click Live Answer, and you're going to end the call when you're done talking to them. I can click on the disposition here to set the outcome of the call, and I can move on to my next call. Now you may have noticed that while you're making calls using PhoneBurner, you're going to have this PhoneBurner dial session window up. If you want to open up that contact's profile, not a problem. Over on the right-hand side, you're going to see this profile URL, and you click on the little button here. That'll take you straight to that contact's specific details. So if there's anything specific to that record that you need to review while you're live in a dial session, within a couple seconds, you have the full record right up on the screen. So you're able to power through your calls using PhoneBurner, but you're still able to view and edit all of the contact information live during that dial session. It's as simple as clicking on the link in the dial session window. You can also just as simply access the account URL during the dial session. And the great news is every call that you make is going to get logged back in the Sugar CRM. If we jump back over to that contact record that we just connected with, open up the details, you'll see down here in the calls section that the call with PhoneBurner has been logged for the date and time that we made that call. If we click on that, that'll open up the full activity record. And here you can see that when I called this contact and I click the disposition they are interested, that has been logged here in the Sugar CRM. This can also initiate other automations within your Sugar CRM. So make sure that you're working with your account admin to sort out exactly what you want to have happen based off of each of the different call outcomes. So anyway, that is a quick little overview of how you and your team can start getting more done using the power of PhoneBurner within the Sugar CRM. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this video, and happy dialing.